So much of that Charlie Sheen meltdown that cost him his job on 2.5 Men was directed at the show's creator, Chuck Lorre. The taunts and insults were merciless, but Lorre mostly kept his silence until now. Lorre is speaking out, and ABC's Andrea Canning, who of course had that memorable interview with Sheen during all this, has Lorre's side of the story now.
Yeah, it was hard to miss this, during the time. You may remember Chuck Lorre and Charlie Sheen appeared to be locked in a bitter feud before Sheen was fired. Now Lorre is denying there was ever a feud, saying he was more concerned about Sheen's well-being. He says it was not a game, but big-time cocaine use and an epic drug run that could have ended in Sheen's death or someone else's.
He was the man in the crosshairs during Charlie Sheen's epic meltdown almost 1 year ago.
You picked a fight with a warlock, you little worm.
2.5 Men creator Chuck Lorre was embroiled in what appeared to be an explosive public feud with the show's falling star.
Chuck Lorre sets the record straight.
Now the Hollywood mega producer is finally breaking his silence.
There's been a characterization of a feud between the two of us. I've never felt like I was in a feud. I felt like he was my friend. I really loved the guy. I loved working with him.
It's hard to believe Lorre could be so forgiving in this ET interview after Sheen relentlessly attacked him in a series of radio rants.
I've spent, I think, close to the last decade converting your tin cans into pure gold. And the gratitude I get is this charlatan.
And in an open letter, he called Lorre a contaminated little maggot. I wish him nothing but pain. Sheen's comments were the final straw for Lorre and the network. Charlie spoke to us shortly after he was fired.
They're on a battlefield, and they let their emotions and their ego basically, they strapped on their diapers.
At the time, Sheen admitted he was struggling with drug use.
What are we talking about? How much?
I don't know, man. I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them because that's how I roll. I have one speed, I have one gear. Go.
Lorre told TV Guide he watched the actor quickly spiral out of control. The studio claims Sheen was losing too much weight and forgetting his lines. Lorre even feared he might die. The studio and network chose to make a moral decision as opposed to a financial one. People were really frightened that they were signing off on what could have had devastating consequences. While Sheen has cleaned up his act and is even working on a forthcoming series called Anger Management, Lorre credits the actor who took Sheen's place on 2.5 Men with giving the show its own fresh start.
I think if Ashton hadn't come along, the show would be over. He was a remarkable guy who came along just when we needed him.
Sheen made news again yesterday for tweeting his cell number to his 5.5 million followers. The message was apparently meant for Justin Bieber. It included his number and said, "Call me bro, C." Sheen got tons of phone calls and even answered some of them saying Ray's Pizza and, of course, winning.
That direct message gets you every time.
I know, seriously. Well, he had his number disconnected.
So no getting through to him anymore. Okay, Andrea, thanks very much.